On June 13th, 2024, Minecraft released 1.21, the Tricky Trials update. This update contained a plethora of new additions that I'll briefly go over, but mainly centered around one thing: the trial chambers. And although at the time this simply seemed like any medium-sized update, we would soon learn that it wasn't just any update. It was the last one. Before I touch on that subject though, I'll go over a few details. Originally, the Tricky Trials update was going to add new wolves, the mob vote winning armadillo, as well as wolf armor and all things trial chamber. However, Mojang ended up releasing the wolves, armadillo, and wolf armor early as part of a game drop known as Armored Paws on April 23rd, 2024, just a couple months before the main update. And although we didn't know it at the time, this was the beginning of the end of Minecraft updates as we know them. The Tricky Trials update itself brought us a range of new items that I'll briefly go over. A plethora of new copper blocks, including doors, grates, and bulbs. New variants for the tough block set, a range of new enchantments and enchanted books, the crafter, an automatic crafting table powered by redstone, new armor trims, music discs, pottery sherds, banner patterns, paintings, and a map to locate the trial chambers. An update to the bad omen effect, previously obtained through killing a pillager captain, was now bottled and mass-produced. The Trial Spawner, a block that spawns mobs of varying difficulties until you either die or defeat them all, in which case you'll get a reward. Trial Keys, which open vaults and give you a range of different rewards. By drinking the new ominous bottle, you'll get Bad Omen. This will either translate to Raid Omen or Trial Omen, depending on where you are. When you have the Trial Omen effect, all trial spawners turn blue and ominous, making the trials much more difficult to defeat, although offering better loot as a reward, including the Ominous Key, which is used to open ominous vaults, which give you a variety of amazing loot, including the Heavy Core, used to craft the new mace, a weapon that can kill any mob depending on how far you fall. New mobs were added as well, the Breeze and the Bogged. The Breeze being a wind elemental blaze variant, and the Bogged being a poisonous skeleton variant. To top it all off, we got new potions as well, potions of infestation, oozing, and weaving. The update itself was medium-sized, but for the most part well received. The additions were well liked, even if the occasional outlier would complain. All was normal until September 8th, 2024, when Mojang released a news article on their website that announced the future of Minecraft updates. To put it succinctly, they would no longer be releasing large updates, but rather smaller game drops instead, similar to the Armored Paws drop. This was a shock to all Minecraft players, quickly followed just the next day when Mojang announced that the mob vote was officially cancelled. This came as a surprise to many, but was clearly a result of the countless complaints that had been received begging to add all 3 mob vote mobs. More than anything, however, players were fixated on one thing. If Minecraft was no longer dropping new updates, what would the future look like? And this was further brought into question as clips resurfaced of Agnes discussing how many more years Minecraft would be receiving updates, which fell from 100 to 50 to just 15 years. With all of these changes, people were left to wonder, what would happen to Minecraft? Would the game continue on, getting small updates every now and again? Or would it simply stay stagnant and slowly drift toward irrelevance as the years went on? With the community begging for so many different updates, and the newfound fear that Minecraft might slowly stop updating their game altogether, the obvious question ran through everyone's mind. What happens next? As the weeks and months went on, we got Bundles of Bravery, adding hardcore mode to Bedrock, and bundles to both versions. In the winter, we got the Garden Awakens, adding a new biome and hostile mob. In the spring of 2025, Spring to Life dropped, bringing new variants to cows, pigs, and chickens, as well as new plants and ambiance updates. In the summer of 2025, Chase the Skies will drop, bringing the new Happy Ghast and all its smaller changes with it. Continuing this general schedule, Minecraft will be releasing at least 3 game drops a year, which will together bring us the same amount of, if not more, game content than a yearly update. And with 1.22 due soon, and with how things are currently looking, it'll hit Bedrock and Java at different times, which we haven't seen in years. Java 1.21.7 might just end up being Bedrock 1.22.0, meaning our whole way of looking at versions is going to change very soon. Still, with the clock slowly winding down and smaller additions to the game taking the front seat, it begs the question of whether we'll ever see another large game drop, such as the End update we've all been waiting for. While it's hard to say for certain, it's very likely that we're going to get larger game drops in the near future. If Minecraft is in fact only going to continue its updates for the next 15 years, then Mojang is going to want to make the game perfect. The finished Minecraft product will likely have a perfect end, a perfect nether, a large-scale beautiful overworld, and a new dimension that we're yet to see. I think that, in some ways, 1.16, the Nether update, spoiled a lot of players into expecting an overhaul of every dimension, into expecting a game-changing update every single time, when before there were smaller updates that operated under the major update title, such as the Buzzy Bees update, which would nowadays simply be a small game drop. In the coming years, it's going to be interesting to look back on updates like the Nether update that changed speedrunning, Caves and Cliffs that overhauled the overworld, and Tricky Trials, the last major update that we might ever see. What do you think is in the future for Minecraft? Will we be getting a new dragon, a new dimension, an end update, or will these game drops be small and highly insignificant until Minecraft updates fade away forever?